Within this past week, one of my family members has undergone a surgery for a mass that could potentially be cancerous. One of my family members has gone through a surgery that has needed a long recovery. My husband was hospitalized and he's still recovering, but the bills are starting to trickle in. And today I went to a funeral for my friend's child. And all of these different situations, all of these difficulties that have been happening within a week of each other have really made me think about the concept of romanticizing life, because I've been really thinking about and working on romanticizing my life within the last few months. And it's something that's really been helping me get a lot of joy out of my life and really squeeze as much joy as possible out of the mundane, the ordinary, the routine, and to be grateful for the little things that I have in life. And I think that especially in situations where we have trials, where we have problems and challenges, this mindset can be really, really helpful to get you out of that rut quicker. It does not mean that you will not have challenges. It does not mean that you won't have problems, that your life is just always going to be happily ever after. Rather, when you do have problems, it means that you will now have that mindset, those practices to be able to get out of them faster. And if you still find yourself in that situation, to learn the lesson from it so that you can grow. So today, I just want to share a few tidbits that I have found helpful in my own life. The first being is gratitude. I am a firm believer that no matter what situation we find ourselves in, there is always something to be grateful for. And in the situation with my husband, for example, when he was hospitalized, I was definitely grateful for the support that I have. It kind of really even showed me, oh my goodness, my family is just there for me for whatever I need. Like in the moment that he had to be hospitalized, my mom was rushing to take care of the kids and pick up groceries and cook and clean and all these things that I didn't have before and that I was so thankful for. And in the situation of my friend, for example, like you could think to yourself, how in the world could she be grateful? She just lost her child, not her parent, her child. And I was shocked. I definitely saw her hurt. Oh, she was distraught, and it pained me to see her hurting and to see her suffering this way. But I could also see the love that she expressed and that just oozed out of her. She smiled at seeing my children because I know that in her heart she wants for parents to appreciate and just hold treasure, like a treasure, the lives of their children and actually appreciate every single day, every little thing. She was happy to see them. It made her smile. She was also, she told me, grateful, so grateful for the support that she has been shown, for people visiting her, taking food, hugging, being there, being a listening ear. And a lot of people have been of support to her and the family in this situation. But I admired that even in the midst of this trial, she found what to be grateful for. And in this case, it was her support. So I urge you, if you're having a situation where you're sick or you're having financial issues or you are in the situation where a family member is going through an issue, to find those things that you're grateful for. And if it's so tough, take out a journal and actually physically write these things down. It can be simple little things like, thank you, Lord, I can actually breathe well and I don't need to use oxygen and I can just breathe in and out whenever I want to. When I was in hospice, I had a lot of people that had COPD and other heart issues, and literally they felt like they were suffocating. Every breath they took was difficult, was painful. It felt like suffocation. So we can even be grateful for the fact that we can breathe well. Little things like that. There's always something to be grateful for. And if it's the case of like friendships or support, for example, if you don't have that, then maybe what you could do is this next part, is to find the lesson. As Jim Rohn used to say, successful people find the lesson to everything instead of focusing on the problem or the challenge. And I definitely have adopted the definition of success as the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. This basically means that if you were currently a C student and you're working towards being an A student, but you're progressing, then you're successful. Success is not the number that you have in this bank account. Success is, are you working on a progressive realization of a worthy ideal? Whatever life you want to obtain, whatever kind of person you want to be, if you're making progress towards that, you're successful. It doesn't matter what money you have in your bank account. It matters, are you making progress towards the life that you want to live and the person that you want to be? So, in adopting the lesson, my first point is have gratitude. Have gratitude and find the good things in your life. And number two, find the lesson. There is always a lesson to be learned from any situation that we have in life. And really, problems and challenges are kind of a way that we can learn, that we can grow, that we can become better and stronger. So in the example of my husband being hospitalized, for us, the lesson was, dang, we need to take our health seriously. Like, we're not 20 years old anymore. We really need to work on staying hydrated, eating well, doing our exercises every single day, because we're not at a point where we can just ignore that anymore. So that was the lesson for us, and it was kind of like a wake-up call, so I could be grateful for the lesson we learned and move forward and grow from it. If the situation is maybe a financial difficulty, maybe the lesson is this and this and this is what I need to do going forward so that I can avoid this problem again. Or if the issue for you is that you are going through a difficulty and you don't have a support system, maybe the lesson can be, I need to give more, I need to love more, I need to be a support more to other people so that when I fall, I will have other people that can hold me, that can smile, that can be a listening ear to me. So first, find the gratitude. Second, find the lesson out of whatever problem you're having. And number 3, if this is all too overwhelming for you, is know that everything has a season. Life has phases. Just as trees start to bloom, the leaves grow, and then they fall, your life will do the same as well. That if you find yourself in the up zone right now and you're really happy and you're not in a situation where you are in trouble or in kind of a difficulty, then knowing the fact that you will eventually have a challenge can kind of help you to put things in place to help you move out of a rut faster. And if you find yourself in that low situation now, to be kind of compassionate to yourself and know that this is a phase and this will all pass. And lastly, my last point is to practice self-care. And by this, I am not talking bubble baths and all of those things that kind of take a little bit more time and they're kind of more upbeat and happy. No, I'm talking the basics. I'm talking drink lots of water. Make sure you eat nutritious foods. Make sure you sleep as well as possible. Do whatever you can, even though in difficulties, it might be hard to sleep, but maybe use blackout curtains, make your room cooler, take a warm bath at night. Whatever it is that you need to do, making sure that you are staying well hydrated and taking care of your body physically. Because when you're feeling already ill, or maybe you're stressed and you have some sort of a problem and you're not staying hydrated and you're not nourishing your body, well, you're just going to feel even worse, which is going to make your mindset a lot worse because you can't think clearly when you're not well taken care of, and then it's just kind of spiraling down. So making sure you take care of those basics, take care of your body and nurture your body so that you can get through this faster, especially if you are the one taking care of somebody and supporting a loved one. I always used to say this to my families of my hospice patients, is I would say, make sure to take care of yourself, because I would see them like submerged and immersed in this situation that they would forget. They would forget to eat nutritious meals, and it was hard to do that. Or even just like staying hydrated and focusing on taking care of their body. So do not negate these things. Just these 4 little tidbits is what I wanted to share with you. Number 1, find the gratitude. If you find that too difficult, find the lesson to be learned. And number 3, know that there is a season to everything, so you will get through that. And number 4, have self-care. Take care of your body so that you can get through this and get through that faster. Romanticizing life doesn't mean that you will not have challenges or that you will not have problems and just everything is always going to be happy and smiley and perfect. That's not life. That's not the reality of life. So we have to acknowledge that problems will happen, but put these things in place so that when they do come, you'll get through them faster. That's all I had to share with you today. I didn't want to edit this. Let's just be honest, I am not feeling up for editing, but I just did want to share something encouraging and positive, because as I'm going through a lot of different situations in my own life and with my own family members and my loved ones, I just kind of wanted to share some love to you, because you might also be going through something like this. So if you know of somebody that is going through some tough time, just share this with a friend and let them know that, hey, I've got you, I'm here for you. I have definitely found that to be something that has helped me, is loving more. The more love I give, I promise you, the more love you will get back. I definitely found myself at a time in my life where I felt lonely, I felt worthless, I felt like I didn't have anybody to go to. But when I started to love other people, when I started to volunteer at the hospital and like visit people that were sick and do a lot of things volunteering wise and just loving other people, I got so much love back. And that's when I started to love myself more and things started to kind of change for me. So I just hope that this has been an encouragement to you, and I thank you so much for watching. If you've watched this to the end, thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.